one's sort of a real business scenario. You've got this beverage company. They, I guess, deliver all kinds of different drinks to be like Sheets or something like that. And we're going to create an inventory control for the store. This is something that takes a lot of time if you've ever worked in a store and done this. If the computer can do it automatically, this saves workers hours, which in turn saves the owner or the manager a whole lot of money. So that's sort of a perspective to think about here. So a lot of the math is just really simple. I'm just trying to see if you've kind of got the sense of how these formulas work and how you could translate that into the spreadsheet. So here's the example part that I'm going to use with you. I don't want to actually do I don't want to do the work for you. I want to make sure you have to think about it. So you'll run through a lot of these questions on your own. Here's sort of how it's set up. So I just add this row for an example drink. It's cost $100 per case. I'm gonna add some dollar signs in there so it looks like money. All right, it says we have 6 cases on hand and the reorder point is 10 cases. So in other words, if I want to at least keep 10 on hand, and if I don't have that, then I need to reorder some. And I put a little note on the other page for the actual work you're going to do to keep 15 cases on hand if you're reordering. The idea there, if I just got this back up to 10, if it's a hot seller, then I might sell out before I have time to order more. So if it's already 10, we leave it. If it's less than 10, then we buy more. Okay. So this one should be pretty straightforward. This would be yes. Now, I don't want you to do it that simple because that wasn't bad, but it would take time to go down the list and say yes or no. So this would be a good place to do a conditional statement, an if then. So if the cases on hand is, you think about that, greater than, less than what? And then what do? Well, we reorder. Otherwise, no, we don't need it. So that's how you would set it up. If you need to reorder, this says yes. If you don't, it says no. Okay, I'm going to let you play with the logic on that part. All right, the quantity to reorder. Well, we've got 6. We're going to need to reorder. And I said at least get it up to 15. Okay, so I'm going to count, but I'm going to let you think about the math on that. That's actually one of the questions on the sheet there. So to go from 6 to 15, I'd need to order 9 more cases. Okay. Now, the cost of 9 cases, well, 9 of these at $100 a piece, that would be $900. That was pretty easy to do in your head. But another question you're going to get to is how do you do the math for that? And it's all simple math. It's all basically elementary level math. I'm not saying that to intimidate you. I'm just saying if you're trying to apply an algebra equation, you're way overthinking it. You don't need to do that for any of these. These are just yes/no questions and just simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, nothing beyond the basic 4 functions. Okay. Now the value of what's on hand. Well, I have 6 cases on hand, and each case is worth $100. So I've got $600 worth of this drink on hand. Okay. So I just want to know how much I'm going to have to spend on my order coming up, and I kind of want to know how much money, how many dollars worth of inventory I have in my store right now. That's sometimes pretty important to know. Okay. When you get to the bottom, you're going to have some totals to figure out. And I've got some questions on the sheet that take you through that part also. So it's how many cases total do we need to reorder? How much do we have to pay for this order that we're going to place? And then eventually, what's the value of what I already have on hand? Okay. And you're going to use all this information, really all of these pieces you just figured out, to make some formulas and answer these. Okay. So I mean, the common theme here from all of our lessons, you can go here one at a time and check through things, or you can make a rule and drag it down and be done. And the same thing with down here. You can go through and get your calculator out and add up all the different things we need to order, or you can just have this do it real quick for you. And in this class, I hope you appreciate this. It's all about making our life quicker and easier. And I don't want to make you do things the hard way. Even though these formulas might feel like it sometimes, in the end, once you learn how to do it, it makes this stuff go really fast. Right? So that ought to get you started. Just one more time, when I say simple math like this in here, it's not for intimidation. I'm not trying to make you feel like you can't do math or something. I'm just trying to tell you, don't be doing something, don't do algebra or something complicated. Like I'm thinking elementary school math. That's what I mean by that. So have at it. Let me know if any issues come up and I'll try to help you figure them out.